Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Today's reading is from the Sacred Forest Oracle. This is a 52 card deck and it is used for opening energy portals of higher dimensions. This is by Denise Lynn, and let's take a look at your message today. I hope everybody is doing great. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of my readings and channel and subscribing. It just helps me to be able to do more readings more clear because when you have a consistent amount of followers, it can definitely help you to be able to make better, more precise readings because spirit will connect better, like with you versus me, and like to help you get the readings, to help me do the readings that you need to hear. Right. So we are doing a collective. We're going to see what it is that you are being guided to know. Okay, I feel like we should have one more. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's take a look. Your first card is Spirit Guardian of Winter. So this is a time for retreating, right? This is a time for going inward and connecting to yourself. Anytime that we have the retreat card, retreat means to like come back to self, come back to center, come back to your heart space. So, for example, you might be someone who's doing a lot for others, or maybe you are someone that has a very busy lifestyle, like with children, jobs, things like that. So this is reminding you that it is a great time right now to just kind of close down on certain things. It's okay to say no to certain things. If you're feeling called to say no when you always say yes, this is a confirmation that you are on the right path, that you need to say no so that you can regain your energy, so that you can connect with your inner self and your inner guidance, and so that you can refill your inner self, right? Like it's very important to refill who you are because you can't just always keep giving and giving, giving to the point where you hit exhaustion. This card kind of also reminds you that there might be some things mentally, emotionally that you need to take care of. So this can be a card that is also saying it's a great time to just step back and work on self as well. When you see the snow globe, this is kind of one of these things where like you can't control the situation on the outside, but you can control what's going on the inside, right? Depending on how much motion the snowball is given shows like the amount of snow that's everywhere, right? So pay attention to your inner emotions. Pay attention to what you can control. Remember that there are a lot of things outside of you that are beyond your control. But the snow globe reminds you that you can always come back to yourself and work on those things because those are the things that can bring you inner peace, inner calm, inner clarity. Okay. Looking at your next one, we have prosperity. So we have the bee spirit. So this is reminding you of the importance of community. Okay, bees work with each other. It's not just one bee that does all the work. They work as a team, they work in a community, they build a beehive, which is all about community and service and protection. Their main job, too, is to protect the queen, right? Um, so this is talking about playing as a team player. Prosperity is all about working with yourself and others in the highest good. So be aware of those around you. Be aware of those that might not be team players on your team, right? You might be a team player, but they might be doing things that are kind of showing you that you need to be more discerning with the situation, right? So not everybody is always looking out for your highest good. So be more um, observative of what is going on in your surroundings. Okay. And prosperity is all about being grateful and giving forward, right? So the bee is always constantly serving. It is producing pollen, it's taking things back to the nest, it's making honey, but um, it is always doing something. So, like when it goes from one flower to another flower, it's pollinating, right? So, prosperity is always about give and take, right? The nature gives the flowers, the bee takes the flowers, but the bee also pollinates the flowers, right? So, this is a reminder that prosperity comes from you, uh, coming from a place of gratitude, knowing where you need to honor that gratitude, and knowing where you need to give your energy in the most productive ways, and to who. That's the main thing too, is to who, right? Prosperity is about receiving with balance, right? It's a lot of um, gratitude, thankfulness, balance, and um, honor, right? So this is reminding you to pay attention to where you're putting your energy, and is it in a place that's going to help give you the prosperity and abundance that you want? Are you being valued where you're putting your energy, or can it go somewhere else that might in return bring you better value, right? Better outcomes. Your next card is refuge. Yeah, so we kind of have this retreat, and then we have like the refuge. Enchanted fern, is that grotto? So this is all about calling upon the universe to help you with whatever it is that you are doing, right? Whatever it is that you are trying to achieve, you want to make sure that you're doing so with balance. So the refuge and the retreat card is kind of like telling you, the universe is kind of telling you here to go within, understand where you're at, understand what you want, understand how you want to get there, and then go out and do it. And then do it, but don't forget that it's okay to come back when you need to rest, right? It's all about the balance. It's all about give and take on an equal scale, okay? And it's always good to be aware of your energy so that you're aware of who is using it in the right manner. So, for example, if you have a lot of energy and you love helping people, and this person makes you feel great, but then all of a sudden, this person makes you feel like you have no energy at all and you're completely drained and you have nothing left to give, that's a red sign that this person that you enjoy being around and doing things for and everything else, and that is able to lift you up and make you feel very well and great, versus this person that makes you feel very drained, like you need to go to bed. One of them is appreciative of the energy, and the other one is simply just taking the energy. Right? The more you give, the more they'll take, because they're like what they call the vampire energies. But they're basically just someone who absorbs the energy of others for themselves. So they might be a very competitive person. They might be a very maybe one track minded person. They might be a very dominant person, right? So just be careful of the energy, because the refuge card is really about self protection, and it has to do a lot with knowing when you need to pull back, when you need to ground, when you need to go out in nature and just kind of get rid of those energies that you might have accumulated in your aura, and knowing who you can depend on, knowing who is there to lift you up and help you through the situations in a positive way, right? Someone who is basically like um, helping you to refill your cup as you're emptying it for others, one of those kinds of things, but not someone who is going to drain your cup faster than what others are even draining it, right? That's where it comes with refuge. And a lot of refuge can also be inner refuge, knowing when you need to say no, knowing when to set healthy boundaries. Looking at your next card, we have generosity. Okay, so you have the maple spirit here, which is reminding you that we basically what we just talked about, being generous with your energy, with your time, with your um, love and interaction. Generosity is not being taken advantage of, but you have to know the difference. You have to have discernment because some people will absorb this generosity for for their own purpose, and it will feel draining to you because it's not really your body is picking up on the true frequency of their energy and what they're really using it for. So pay attention to your heart space, pay attention to your intuition. I feel like some of you are here, and this is going to be a confirmation message for you that the person or the situation, you are understanding it correctly, right? So generosity should not make you feel like you have to constantly keep moving away from the person or the situation in order to not become extremely drained or exhausted. Okay. Generosity is someone who is authentically grateful and thankful for you. And um, it is a balanced energy. You should feel balanced in this energy. Nothing should make you have like those red flags, right? So that's pure generosity. Keep giving from a place of love for yourself, but don't allow yourself to be used. That's the main message that I get here is like make sure that you are not allowing yourself to be used in this situation. Okay? There's such a thing as being overly generous to the wrong people, and those people will continue to take your generosity as long as you continue to give it, and it'll drain you. And then there's such a thing as like these energetic like cords. It's almost like an octopus tentacle. These people will connect to you, and it becomes like almost like an open door for being able to use you kind of thing. So just be careful with your energy because you definitely have this pattern that the universe is trying to show you that that you need to do to kind of understand yourself better so that when you are helping others and doing things, you're not draining yourself completely. Okay, so yeah, this is answering questions. So for some of you, this reading is going to answer your questions. Yeah, and it's going to help you plant better seeds to have better outcomes, right? And yes, you definitely want to make sure that you are locking down your boundaries here. You want to make sure that you are not overly giving to the wrong people. It's okay to be a giver. It's okay to give. The world needs more of that, but you got to be careful that you're not giving it to the wrong energy, right? You ask the universe to direct your path for your highest good. Ask the universe to direct your path so that you can serve those who truly, truly will benefit from what you have to offer. Okay, and don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to say, I'm sorry, but I can't right now. It's okay to say no because let me tell you something, if those people truly value you, they're going to be okay with you saying no. They're going to understand that you're a good person and that you need time out, okay? If there's someone who's just basically using you, ciphering your energy, um, they're going to understand that you're saying no is questioning their relationship with you. So they're going to come back with the whole, well, how could you say no? Why would you say no? Well, I really need you. And it's going to be the whole poor, pity me energy. Okay. And that's going to be your red flag. Don't allow it to manipulate you. And don't allow that energy to make you feel bad. But instead, when you say no, pay attention to the feedback because that's what the universe is going to show you. Who is going to be there? Who appreciates your generosity and who's going to try to manipulate it? Okay. So it's okay to say no, but just pay attention to the feedback of what you get because that's going to help you understand who truly values you and who is just using your generosity. All right. I hope this has helped you. It was great to do your reading today. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.